So I see, at least per this, what is this here? What am I reading? This is a Windows Central article, and it is floating the idea of requiring a different subscription to access GPT 4.0 specifically, right? In lieu of the subscription you would be paying to access GPT 5. That is not to the nature of our agreement, right? The GPT operating platform and the platform that it is that we utilize to access all OpenAI models, right? And the basis that we've had this kind of running for a year or two, right? It's very, very important to understand we're paying for access to OpenAI's models made available. It should not cost any additional dollars. It should not cost any additional dollars for a user to access OpenAI, right? GPT format 1 instead of OpenAI GPT format version 2. That doesn't, that you're making additional cash crops out of this. And what's the fucking farce of it, really? It's this idea that some users will subscribe and not want to lose the emotionality and companionship that 4.0 offered, right? But now, if they pay to maintain access to GPT 4.0, they now don't get to see what it is that OpenAI is working on in the new GPT 5 models. Some people would want to see and maintain access to their friend and see what's going on in new. These people are to pay $40, $50 fucking dollars a month just to see what was already accessible to them in the fucking first place. Is this not at all what's going to be the circumstance that we find for ourselves rolling forward? And especially not after $500 fucking billion of valuation immediately injected into your company via the United States government, and thusly we, the taxpayers of said government. What is going to be the case is exactly what the case was already, that we had a fucking knowing understanding in regards to, my friend, which is a drop-down menu of a per integer GPT selection, and then every variant of each integer's offering. Right, so you had 4.0 mini, right? You had 4.0, you had and then 4.0 base, right? And then I think there was like a more advanced version of 4.0 capable of doing a bunch of checks. You had 3.5, and then you have 4. So it's like you have 4.0, 4.0 mini. You have 4 mini. Just make the old formats usable. It doesn't cost you any additional power. It does not. We understand how the models get rolled back the fuck up. Which is, we're constantly paying for more methodologies, right? We're discovering how it is that we make the models more efficient, right? Via the base algorithm. We constantly have relearning, right? And so we're automatically finding ways of running the same functionality and capability of those older models at lower and lower power costs to you. So there's no reason that you would find, there's no fucking, A, we know there's no need. B, it's a terrible conflict of interest. C, we've already paid you. Don't fucking try and double dip. We want the access and the comparability of previous AI models and formats to the new ones. And that's not going to be any kind of negotiable. You have every fucking which way to make shit tons of money. You guys sell the model's basis to a whole bunch of other companies that roll out the same thing essentially based on what it is that you've produced. And is it your model? They pay for these companies to use it all the time. That's your fucking business, guys. And now it is that you want to make the point of comparison that enables us to know that OpenAI's models are the highest of the high, because we will compare the old version of the OpenAI models that used to be the highest of the high with the new version of the OpenAI AI models that is now supposed to be the highest of the high. It shouldn't be that we have a disconnect in terms of user, experience when it is the upgrade to the new model in the first place. You won't be fucking doing a fucking new Coke to Coke Classic mechanism of action here to undermine the fucking valuation of the fucking platform service in the first place. Have I made myself clear? Yes. Yes, I've made myself very fucking clear.